Hey everyone, it's Chris, your friend. I'm going to tell you one short story and then one cool thing about that short story. Our story today comes from the Bible, and it's about Jesus walking on water. You may have heard it before, but if you haven't, let me tell it to you. You see, one night, all of the disciples went out on a boat to cross over a big lake, but Jesus wasn't with them. He had gone off by himself to pray because he knew that praying was important and that God, he listens to our prayers. While the disciples were out on the boat this night, a storm rose up. Big winds came up and the waves began to splash against the sides of the boat. It was a big storm and it was very scary. All alone out on a boat in a storm, I would be scared too. As the storm was raging, the winds blowing here and there, and saw out in the distance someone was coming towards them, and they were terrified. Imagine you're out at night and you see someone walking on the water in the middle of a lake. You'd think it's a ghost, or at least I would. I think the disciples thought similarly, as they were afraid when they saw the figure walking towards them. So much so that when the figure arrived and it turned out to be Jesus, he had to calm them down. They were so scared. After he had gotten on the boat, the storm suddenly became still and they were able to sail in peace. Jesus walked all the way out to them in the middle of a big lake, not swimming, but on the top of the water. I wish I could do that. Now let me tell you the second thing, a little bit of something about the story I just told you. You see, in the story, we see Jesus, someone we've been hearing a little bit about if you've been with us a while, and if not, Jesus is the main person whose story we believe in and trust in because he's our saviour. Now Jesus in this story, he saved the disciples from the storm because he calmed the wind and the waves. But he also was able to walk on water. What do you think that means? I think it means that Jesus has the power over the wind and the waves. They listen to him when he wants them to be calm or wants to walk on them, because he can. I can't do that. You can't do that. That's something only Jesus can do, because only God has the power to do that. Now, Jesus doesn't calm every storm or give us the power to walk over any water we choose, does he? Jesus did these things so that the disciples who were there may believe, and they can write it down so that we can believe. I'm so thankful for Jesus and that he is powerful and can walk on water because he has power over our world. See you next week.